Hello there and welcome to the Max Blitz. I'm David Reed along with Jeremy Thomas, and over the next half hour we're going to show you all the scores and highlights from across Texoma tonight.
That's right, a lot of big games to get to tonight. Homecoming for Durant and Ada. Sherman takes on Denton. Kingston battles Tisch, and Gunner goes to S&S.
Those are some good ones, but let's begin in Ardmore, where the Tigers host a top 5 showdown with Altus, and our man Travis Buckner is live at it at Noble Stadium with that one.
Yeah, that's right, guys. Tonight was a very big matchup coming into the game. Ardmore ranked number 4 in the state, and Altus was ranked number 3. Altus was undefeated, and Ardmore had 1 loss, and that was to the top-ranked Carl Albert. So a lot of nerves coming into this game for both sides, and Ardmore was ready to see if they were ready for the playoffs tonight. It's a top 5 matchup between the Ardmore Tigers and the Altus Bulldogs. First series of the game, Cape Dickerson takes the handoff and pounds it up the middle for the 3-yard score. Altus with an early advantage in this one. Tigers now on the prowl when Cameron Petties takes the toss and crosses the plane for the 3-yard Ardmore touchdown, tying the game at 7. Bulldogs now trying to score before the end of halftime, and Jake Vargas drops back to pass for the first time of the night, and he finds Daniel Riley all alone. He'll take it 34 yards to the house. Altus retakes the lead 14-7. Now in the third quarter, Bulldogs punting when it's blocked and recovered by Malik Ritchie, setting the Tigers up deep in Altus territory. Tigers now threatening to score when Cameron Petties hits the outside and gets the 1-yard score the hard way for his second touchdown of the night. Yeah, guys, so once again, Ardmore was trailing at halftime and then shut Altus out in the second half. I think we need to start calling it maybe the coach newbie effect, when a team goes into halftime trailing and then shuts down the other team in the second half. Ardmore wins this one by a final score of 20-14. The atmosphere was intense all night long. The Ardmore crowd was very into it. And the Ardmore crowd, it turns out, was actually pulled a doubleheader tonight. The Ardmore softball team did win regionals tonight just across the street. And it was pretty cool to see all the fans just walk across over to the football field and then watch the football team get this very big victory over Altus. Reporting live in Ardmore, Travis Buckner, Sports 12.
All right, thanks, Travis. Great job out there. And wow, what a night on campus, huh? Big top 5 showdown going Ardmore's way. And you mentioned the softball team going to state, everything rolling at Ardmore.
Absolutely. I'm sure that atmosphere, just like you just mentioned at Noble Stadium, just electric. Coach Newby, I don't know what that halftime speech is. We got to get him mic'd up for halftime and try to see what that speech is. But it's amazing to see that team come out at halftime almost like a completely different team.
He just needs to convince those guys that it's halftime before the game starts.
I'm sure he'll do that next week.
That'll be his next move.
Right, absolutely. The Sherman Bearcats are coming off of a tough last-minute loss on the road last Thursday to Ryder, but tonight they turn their attention to a very important district showdown with Denton. Bearcats have home field for this one. Opening drive of the game, the Bearcats have it. Here's quarterback Blaze Benson on the play action, lofts the deep spiral. Tyler Jones leaps up high and brings it down for the touchdown. Sherman is up 7-0. Later in the first, here come the Broncos on the attack. Former Sherman head coach Gary Joe Kinney's son, Landry Kinney, rolling out of the pocket, searching for a receiver, just puts it up in the air, but it's brought down by Bearcat Gage Smith for the INT. Then more from the dark side defense in the second. Sherman, Brett Wilson, he sniffs out the attack, comes up with a huge hit. Nice play there. Then right before the half, the Broncos with it again. Kinney back in the pocket. He finds Isaiah Warford on the slant, but Warford, when he's brought down, he coughs up the football. It's recovered by Jalen Cotton for another Bearcat takeaway. Then in the third quarter, Sherman adding to its lead. Nato Mayabu gets the handoff from 3 yards out. He punches it in for 6. He had 4 touchdowns in this game. Sherman wins 35-14.
Homecoming at Colgate, Jaylee Linamond is the queen, Zane Ferris your king as they take on the Marietta Indians. Great matchup here, 2 good teams. Marietta's Omar Castaneda receives the kick, runs into pile. Check this out. He bumps, spins, twists, plays a little human pinball, and then there he goes. Takes off running. They finally get him down around the 10-yard line. Ian Conley making the play. Marietta on offense now. Nathaniel Maldine runs it in for the touchdown, but Colgate would answer back. Conley takes it. Where'd he go? There he goes. 25 yards for the touchdown. Colgate, hard-fought win tonight, 18-16 over Marietta. Colgate stays undefeated, and wow, what a game.
What a game that was, man.
And back to Sherman just a moment. Amayabu doing the work on the running game, and the defense stepping up big. Some big hits from that Sherman defense tonight.
The defense had a great game, and the running game also a huge game for the running game. Just amazing to see Sherman pick up that first district win of the season.
Yep, needed that. All right, coming up, it's homecoming for Ada. White takes on Leonard, and Tom Bean plays Blue Ridge.
Good games there. Plus, it's homecoming for the Durant Lions looking for their first win. You're watching the Max Blitz.
Well, it's been a rough start for the Durant Lions, to say the least. They're 0-5, but with lots of district games still to go, there are still a lot to play for out there for Durant. Homecoming tonight, Emily Langley is the queen there. Then it was time for some football. The Lions hosting Tulsa East Central. First quarter, Lions go for it on 4th and 4, and Cade Buchanan delivers a beauty to Brandon Davis. They say he steps out of bounds, but nonetheless, it's first down. Here we go. Durant, 2 plays later, punch it in. Matt Gillis does the honors. 7-0 Durant. Next drive, they open it up. Buchanan going to show off the gun, and there's no question about being in bounds on this one. Davis takes it to the house, and how about that? Durant pulling the shot out. A happy homecoming, 35-0.
Homecoming in Ada, the Cougars taking on Tecumseh. Ada's Jackson McFarland makes an early 50-yard touchdown in the first quarter, and the Cougars strike quickly. Second quarter, Ada on defense. Zach Powell comes up with a nice interception there. Then the Cougars on the attack again. McFarland takes it in for another touchdown. Ada wins this one 47-19. The White Tigers and the Leonard Tigers square off tonight. First quarter, White quarterback Marshall Mangrum hands the ball off to Dylan Cordell, who gets past the Leonard defense and makes it all the way into pay dirt for the touchdown, 7-0 then. Now it's Leonard with the ball. Quarterback Ronnie Hart tosses it out to J.J. Bryan, who runs down the sideline and gets the touchdown. They would miss the extra point, so it's 7-6. Still in the first quarter, here's Hart with the ball again, this time keeping it himself, taking it into the end zone for the touchdown. Leonard wins 49-27.
Big district showdown in Tom Bean. Tomcats taking on Blue Ridge. Second quarter, Blue Ridge QB Tyson Walters throws it long to Garrett Mathers, who is there for the catch. Takes it in for the touchdown, 19-6 Blue Ridge. Now Tomcats with it. Bryce Greer gives to Blakeston Jones, who gets tackled there by Mathers. Still in the second, Blue Ridge with it now. Walters steps up and throws a strike to Wallace. Blue Ridge gets the win, 39-19. The Tishomingo Indians taking on the Kingston Redskins. Kingston with it first. Quarterback Riley Holmes fakes the handoff to Dalton Williams. He's going to keep it, then gets a block from Williams. Takes it down the sideline for a big gain before he's brought down. Tishomingo with it now. Hunter Campbell gives to Birchwood, who finds the crease and gets some positive yards before they can drag him down. Then Holmes scampers around, and check out this. Takes the big hit, but delivers the strike to Tyler Blanchard, and he is gone. Kingston shuts out Tishomingo tonight, 31-0. Well, coming up next on the Max Blitz, Lone Grove takes on Dixon. Medill hosts Seminole, and Atoka holds their homecoming game.
Plus, the Gunner Tigers try to keep that undefeated record going against S&S. We'll be right back.
Well, welcome back to the Max Blitz. You know, the Gunner Tigers have just rolled through everybody they've played this year.
Yeah, and the defending champs have an undefeated record to show for it. Tonight, they head over to Sadler.
That's right, the S&S Rams hosting the champs tonight. Tigers would take control of this one from the very early stages. Dalen Bauer on the short yardage run plunges in for the touchdown. Then Rams going to work. Quarterback Chaz Maxey's pass is going to be picked off by Clayton Reed. He takes it deep inside of S&S territory, and that would lead to this. Peyton Lowe takes it around and in. That's a touchdown, and you get the idea. Gunner gets the win, 53-0.
Homecoming in Long Grove, Jordan Johnson is crowned queen. Then it was time to take on Dixon. Long Grove quarterback Montana Stratford throws it to Kimmy Sophus, who runs down the sideline and would take it in for the touchdown. Then Dixon with it, Rusty Beard. He's going to hand it off to Brandon Sullivan, who is going to take it all the way also for a touchdown. Nicely done for the Comets there. Then Dixon at it again. Sullivan fields the kick. He's going to go around trying to make some moves, making some things happen, but then a costly mistake would happen. Ooh. Coughs it up. Long Grove's Cole Skelly takes it in and runs it all the way for the touchdown. Long Grove wins this one 47-27. The Medill Wildcats are at home against Seminole. Seminole with it late in the second quarter. Kate Hammond hands it off to Gavin Park, who's going to go all the way down the sideline, and a touchdown there for Seminole. Later, Seminole with it again. Hammond, he's going to scramble around. He's going to be looking and trying to search for a receiver, but he's chased down by a Wildcat for a big loss. Then Medill with it, trying to make a big play. Colton Jones throws it, but is picked off by Arrington Baker. He's going to grab it, has a convoy of defenders out in front, and he's gone. Seminole scores the pick six, and they win, beating Medill 44-7.
Homecoming night in Atoka. The queen is Haley Gass as the Wampus Cats take on Wilburton. Second quarter, Wilburton quarterback Levi Knight takes off, gets about 12 yards and a first down before the Cats can bring him down to that new shiny turf. Then Atoka with it here on the kick. Squib kick, receive it, make some positive yardage before they can get him down. Then Wilburton back to work. This time Knight gives to Tyler Crabtree on the little toss and catch, and he spins and gets into the end zone. Wilburton gets the win, 49-34. Well, coming up next on the Max Blitz, Hugo takes on Spiro, and Antlers host Panama.
And David, what a showdown we have in Collinsville. The Pirates welcome in Celeste. The Max Blitz rolls on. Well, welcome back to the Max Blitz. The Collinsville Pirates are off to a great start at 4-1.
Yeah, they sure are. The Celeste Blue Devils have been pretty good, too. They're 4-0 to this point. Tonight, those two good teams collide in Collinsville. Great matchup here. Blue Devils with it first. Jalen Buckley rolling to his right, buying some time until Chad Amico is open, makes the catch for a nice gain before he's finally buried by a group of Pirates there. Same drive, Logan Franklin's pass here is going to fall right into the hands of Gustavo Romo of Collinsville, one of the great names that we have in this area. Later, the Pirates would strike gold. A-plus athlete Cooper Smith gives it to Romo, shakes off some tackles, and he's gone for the touchdown. But Celeste comes back to win this one 14-8. The Devils are still undefeated.
The Hugo Buffaloes are at home tonight against Spiro. Let's get to the action. First quarter, quarterback Matt Bray with the keeper. He's going to take it up the far sideline and gets a big gain there. Then after a defensive stop, Markel Lennox on the punt return. He breaks some tackles, scoots down the sideline, and he's just going to keep running and running for a nice gain before being pushed out of bounds around the 30. Then Hugo down 8-0. It's 4th and 5. Bray throws a beautiful pass, and it's hauled in by William King for the touchdown, but Hugo just comes up just short, 28-25. Well, the Antlers Bearcats welcome in the Panama Razorbacks under the Stars and Stripes. Third quarter, Panama with the ball, looking for a big game, but this one is picked off by Caleb Scheffler. That kid is loving that. Then late in the third, the D coming up with a big stop here. Kenny Clack puts the pressure on the quarterback and forces the intentional grounding. Antlers goes to the ground game. Carson Gee, he's going to finish off the drive with a touchdown, but Panama comes back to win 29-26.
Let's roll on into the scoreboards. The Lindsay Knights put it on Clarksville tonight, 55-8 the final in that one.
Then Chisholm shutting out Prairieland. They win 24-0.
Nice win for those guys. And Valley View, just a well-oiled machine at this point, 61-0 over Trenton.
And then Sacred Heart, a nice win over Lake Country Christian, 49-7.
Tough night for Savoy. Forestburg gets them 68-18.
Then how about Tioga going on the road and getting the victory, 20-14.
Moving on to Oklahoma, kind of short some Texas games because a lot of bye weeks for teams this week. Allen with the win, 21-18 over Empire.
How about Broken Bow going on the road against Sallisaw? They win 35-3.
Caddo Bruins beat Maud 28-14. Nice home win there for Caddo.
And Davis rolling right along in that district. They get another win. That's 49-14 over Stratford.
Looking good, looking good. It was the Ryan Cowboys beating Fox tonight 42-6.
And how about Heelton? They got a big showdown next week, David. They win this one, though, 52-26 over Rush Springs.
Moving up those rankings. Let's see if they can keep it going. Idabel, 62-10 winners over Stigler tonight.
Then Maysville, a huge win tonight at home, 68-36.
Sulphur Bulldogs just keep it going, 55-13. And speaking of big games coming up, they got the varsity of that bunch down there on the lower end of that one.
That's right, and Ringling beats the Plainview JV tonight, 36-14.
Can't wait for Plainview Sulphur. How about you?
Oh, it's going to be good.
Midway, 50-0 over Thackerville.
Hartshorn, they pull out the victory over Valiant tonight, 26-20 on the road.
The Battle of the Eagles goes to Waurika tonight, 12-8, the final there.
Defensive battle in that one. Wynnewood falls at home tonight to Oklahoma Christian, 47-26.
And we'll be right back. Welcome back to the Max Blitz. David Reed, Jeremy Thomas back here with you. It was a busy night of football. Not as busy as a lot of nights because a lot of teams in Texas did have the bye, including the Denton Yellow Jackets, who are coming off that big win last week over Wichita Falls. They get 2 weeks to enjoy that one.
Yeah, they do, and a lot of teams, like you just mentioned, getting that rest right before they enter district play.
That's right. And as for the Ardmore Tigers, there was no rest for them tonight. They took on the number 3 team in the state. Not only that, they beat them.
They beat them. A great measuring stick game. And how about the second half performance from Ardmore? Again, Coach Newby getting that bunch ready in the second half and get the victory in this one.
These are the kind of games home playoff games are made of, and you know, that's a big win, not just because they're ranked, because this is a district game, and this is a team you got to try to finish ahead of.
That's right, and of course that district is so tough because you get teams like Altus, Ardmore, Lawton Mack. It's a tough district. I mean, it's going to test you out. Yeah, every week. It seems like it's a ranked game every week.
But Ardmore was doing it on special teams. They were doing it with offense, and they were doing it on defense. Just a complete game for Josh Newby's bunch. Congratulations to those guys. And as for the Sherman Bearcats, this is a game, you know, you hate to call anything this early a must-win, but this was kind of a must-win for Sherman. They didn't want to go 0-2 in district.
You definitely did not want to go 0-2 in district. They're still trying to bring it back, still trying to get back to the postseason, and it was a great showing, not only just offensively with that running game and the passing game that you just saw, but defensively, just holding this team to 14 points in Denton. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, 35-14 in that one. Just a great showing by the Sherman Bearcats. And Mayabu was great. That offensive line was great tonight. And as for the Durant Lions, homecoming in Durant, still looking for the first win of the Ray Richards era, and they got it tonight. Big win at home against Tulsa East Central.
Huge win, and I know they will be celebrating this one for quite a while.
And, you know, not just that, but I want to mention the Durant softball team also punched their ticket to the state tournament today. So that was a huge night in Durant all the way around.
Durant, Ardmore, Long Grove punching their tickets to the state tournament as well. And then we got some teams playing tomorrow for a state title. That's right.
The Silo softball team's going to play for a state title tomorrow. I know this is a football show, but we got to talk about this.
Absolutely.
Stonewall's going to play for a state title in softball, and the Latta baseball team's going to play for a championship tomorrow, too.
I mean, a lot of Texoma talent. It's impressive to see that kind of talent out there.
All right, that's going to do it for the Max Blitz. We'll see you next week. Have a great weekend, everyone.